might not. If you're here, please say hello. We've had an absolute nightmare. OBS. I've tried to prepare for a commentary for tomorrow, so I've been using my computer, and it's just not hacked at the amount of time I've been using the computer today. So it completely crashed there. I do apologise. So this is now 2 separate streams, which really grinds my gears now, because I had to, for some reason, the last stream just completely just ended on its own. So yeah, that's annoying. 2 separate ones, unfortunately. But if you're here, please say hello if it's working. It should now do. As we've got no score, it's still 1-0. No score since the same maximum goal. Need to get the time on the way actually again. Just about to hit the 34th minute as well. So annoying, man. I've learnt my lesson now. I know what to do. I know what not to do anyway, that's for sure. As you Newcastle on a break. Say Maximum sent away on the left. They've got equal numbers here in attack. Goes down the line to Wilson. Bit overhit. Maguire can cover. Avoids the corner. Clears down the United right. Picked up by Joe Linton on the Newcastle left. It's now Wilson. Wins the free kick from Harry Maguire. And it's a great area for Newcastle to try and get their second goal of the match. Definitely a free kick there on Callum Wilson, that's for sure. Maguire just missed time in his challenge completely. Tried to argue that he got the ball. He didn't. But yeah, I'm so gutted that's just happened with the stream and it's just cut off like that. Oh, it's 2 different videos. That's really annoying. I love it. I like it when they just, even if it just can disconnect like this, they stay as one video, if you know what I mean. But oh well, what can you do? If you have returned, that's fantastic. Lost all my viewers as well. Brilliant, brilliant. What a chance here for Newcastle. On the left-hand side, in swinger, Ryan Fraser helps it towards the far post. Had to be helped behind for a corner by Alex Telles. Corner for Newcastle, just under 10 minutes before we find out additional time. Ryan Fraser is the one to take out swinger. Great ball, helped on by Ronaldo. Only if I say Maximum as it was taken away from him by Fred. Helped back into the box for Newcastle. Headed away by Dalot. Falls to Rashford. Gets it out towards Fernandes on the left. Overhit for him and Ronaldo. And goes out for a throw for Newcastle. Ronaldo is not happy with that one. Seeing that as a chance for United to maybe break on Newcastle as they'd committed men forward. Long ball over the top for Ryan Fraser to chase. Maguire can't quite bring it down with a touch. It's going to be a throw for Newcastle. Poor again from Maguire, showing how he's not worth £80 million. Not even worth 30 on his performances. Only because he's English. That's the only reason he's valued so highly in the first place. Ryan Fraser back into Kraft. Fraser again deflects off Telles. Last will be a Newcastle throw-in again. Good first half performance here from Newcastle United, that is. Longstaff back into Kraft. Looking down the line for Longstaff again. Deflects it off Telles. Another throw-in for Kraft, taken quickly into Joe Linton. Nice little throw-in that is. They're going to work over to the left-hand side this time. We say Maximum on the edge. Gets beyond Varane. Tries to get it in towards Wilson in the box. And he works a shot. And it's an offside flag. Ball had entered the back of the net through Callum Wilson. St. Maximum got in the box. Let's have a look again. Joe Linton gets it to St. Maximum. Ran into the United box. Got beyond Varane. And he played it across, towards Callum Wilson, who was offside. He'd beaten Maguire, who obviously asks for the offside flag, like he always does. Because, there's always someone else to blame with Harry Maguire. And it is offside. Legitimately is offside. No goal. But Maguire got done very easily there by Callum Wilson to work the shot. Fred Dormy's it. McTominay, that's great play. But then he loses it with a poor pass. Cher looks towards Wilson, looks for his feet, goes in behind in the end, and Varane can get there ahead of him. So close for Callum Wilson. Newcastle have been the much better team. Tellez in the United half, inside to Fernandes, can't get beyond Kraft. Shelvey tackles Fred, in Newcastle will go forward again. Fraser, chops inside. Good tackle from Tellez, just about gets a touch on the ball. And now, can we set away? Rashford through Fernandes. Rashford, can he get there? No, he won't. Dubravka catches it. And the Newcastle fans are well up for this game. Everything so far is going their way. Shelvey gets it through the lines to Longstaff. Just enters the United half now with Emil Kraft. Down the line towards Fraser, who won't give chase. Not quite on the same wavelength. Maguire has time now to deal with the ball. And finds McTominay. He's got a bit of time on the ball now. To Ronaldo, lays it back into McTominay, the Scotsman. Again, nicely through the gap to Greenwood. Tackled by Joe Linton, but it will stay with Greenwood. Works it to Rashford. Gets beyond Fabian Schär. Late challenge, he knows. Free kick, Manchester United. Yeah, gutted for you. It's not even the fact it was flowing or anything. It's just the fact that it's now two separate live streams. That's the only thing that's annoyed me. Because now I have to name it part 1 and part 2. It happened start of last season, so it's not happened for a while. Liverpool Leeds, and yeah, that was annoying. That's all, but oh well. It's my OCD kicking in, but oh well. United free kick here is quite far out. Ronaldo's walked away from it. I mean, Fernandes, cheeky quick one there towards Greenwood in behind, gets there headed Dubravka, but then he saves. Cleared away, that was clever from Manchester United. Dubravka looks injured as it's cleared. Say Maximin tries to get onto it ahead of Fred. Fred wins that battle as it comes off, say Maximin last. As Dubravka's looked like he's picked up a knock after that Greenwood challenge. But United are going to play on anyway, with Maguire at the back. Ronaldo's peeled out wide left. It's now back with Maguire. Under 5 minutes to go in this half. Tellez. Fernandes. Dinks ball over the top. Rashford looking for the run again. Sells wins the first header. Finds Dalot on the edge. Gets onto his right foot. Tackled by Joe Linton. Now with Rashford. Fernandes. Forward to Dalot. Peels wide right. Fernandes has an overlap, but that just creates room for a Dalot cross as it comes off Joe Linton. As again, he's blocked it and it's come off his head and he's gone down again. He's been very unlucky, Joe Linton, when it comes to blocking crosses today. He's got one in the stomach and then one right on the head. But that cheeky little quick free kick from United, Ronaldo, I think, may have just been onside, but it was Greenwood the one who got onto it, who was well onside. Dubravka with some good goalkeeping. Fernandes dinks it over the Newcastle wall. Greenwood got the first touch, but then it was saved by Newcastle's Dubravka. And it keeps it 1-0. Like I said, tomorrow, Southampton versus Tottenham, commentary, 3 o'clock. Be here. Hopefully the same won't happen, but I just know why. It happened a few years ago when I used to do it. When I used to do notes for a game on the day. OBS, even if OBS hasn't been used, my streaming thing, if I've just been on my computer for like hours in the day, when I then go to stream later on in the night, if it's a night kickoff, it'll just like do that. And I just thought maybe because I've not done it for a few years, it might have changed, but no, clearly not. So I know now, just when I'm streaming, to just not go on my computer for as long as I did today, because I was doing the notes for the game tomorrow. But we learn now for definite not to do that. Back underway after Joe Linton's recovered from his little knock to his head. McTominay finds the ball to Ronaldo, flicks it behind for Fernandes. First time shot with the right foot, saved by Dubravka. Fernandes is asking if he got pushed from behind, but there was an offside flag anyway from the linesman. Ian Hussin. McTominay got a ball into Ronaldo, who's well offside. Ronaldo was the one offside. Nice flick it to Fernandes in behind, but Ronaldo came back from an offside position to flick it in behind to Fernandes. Don't think there was a foul on Fernandez anyway as he shot from Kraft. Just a bit of pressure from behind. Dubravka with the free kick into the United half. Tellez misses the header. Falling to Callum Wilson. Comes off him last. Newcastle throwing given. It came off Callum Wilson last. That's for sure. That should have been a United throwing that. But Eddie Howe won't mind. As you can see, his team moving in the right direction. Longstaff tries to lift it towards Fraser. Dealt with by United. McTominay clears. Not very convincingly though. It's now with Fraser on the right. In an attacking area. Loses out though as he tries to play it to Kraft, who'd made a run forward. Fernandez. Brought down by Fraser. And it's taken quickly by Fernandez into McTominay. United look for a goal before half time. Greenwood loses the ball to Wilson. Poor ball from by Greenwood towards McTominay, and then Wilson brought down as he tried to hold it up there for Newcastle. He's good at that, Callum Wilson. Great at hold up play. Got 6 goals this season, 2 of them under Eddie Howe. Did miss 4 games in September with a hamstring injury. That's the 1 goal against Manchester United back in the 2018-2019 season. That would have been when he was an AFC Bournemouth player. As Eddie Howe re-watches the foul that's just taken place. Not too many emotions showed there after seeing the foul. Eddie Howe. As Callum Wilson does stay down. Not seen a replay yet for the foul, but he's clearly been hurt. A bit more serious than I first thought for Callum Wilson. It's not something that Eddie Howe will want to see. And there will be 4 minutes of added on time to the end of this game. Callum Wilson's still down. They're not showing the foul again. Didn't seem that serious, so when we see the replay, then I can give an opinion on if it was serious or maybe something a bit more technical's happened with Wilson here. They're going to have another look at it here, Eddie Howe. I wish we could be seeing what they are. This would be a concern. They do have Dwight Gale on the bench, who's another striker, but he rarely gets used. Back on his feet, Callum Wilson, but hobbling over to the sidelines. Like I said, not seeing the foul, so don't know if it was worthy of Wilson staying down for that long or if it looks like it was going to be that serious. Joe Linton chests it down beautifully from the free kick and finds St. Maximum. That's fantastic from Joe Linton. Here's the tricks of St. Maximum. Step overs towards the corner flag. Nice fancy feet. Works into Joe Linton. Gets it through the legs of Rashford. This is great play. Cuts it back in St. Maximum in the box. Works a shot. Oh, blocked by Fred. That would have been a beautiful goal. Ball to Greenwood towards the right-hand side. Can't keep it in. Newcastle throwing. That was fantastic. Really was. From St. Maximum's Joe Linton, really bringing out the party tricks for this Christmas game. Oh, through the legs of Rashford by Joe Linton. That's absolutely fantastic. Manquillo at left back. St. Maximum lays it back into Manquillo. Tries to turn Rashford, plays it down the line, picked up by Dalot. It's now into Fred, who's allowed to burst forward as Callum Wilson is struggling up there, but he'll have half time to hopefully get sorted. Maguire just plays it behind Tellez. Gets the return. Here's Maguire. Into Fred just inside the United half. On the halfway now. Looks for a switch over towards Rashford. Nods it down into Dalot. Kept in by Marcus Rashford. It's now back over towards Fred by Dalot. Forced to Maguire after a poor touch from Fred. Maguire just looks so unnatural on the football. It is ridiculous. Just looks like he doesn't know what he's like. Every time he gets the ball, it looks like it's the first time he's ever had a ball at his feet. It's ridiculous how just unnatural of a footballer he looks. Fernandes, switch, looking in behind, no one's there. Goal kick for Newcastle. Just about 45 seconds left to play of the 4 minutes added on by the referee. Callum Wilson still hobbling around again. We didn't see the replay to the foul, so you know we're not even seeing it yet. It's looking like he was maybe just caught a bit late after a United player tried to win the ball back, but obviously it was a lot more than that. McTominay wins the header on Joe Linton. Shelvey volleys away. We've played the 4 minutes of added on time. Rafa Varane. Fraser. Varane again. Volleys over to Tellez on the left-hand side. It's all down now to the referee's judgment of how long left should be played. Fred. McTominay. Finds Greenwood. Shifts it out towards Tellez, who's done with it for Fernandes. Met by a strong challenge there. And a throw in it'll be for United. Ryan Fraser going on strong on Fernandes and fairly. And Wilson's gone down again, holding his left calf. And it looks like it's another injury for Callum Wilson. Like I said, picked up a hamstring injury in September. This looks like a bit of a calf injury now for Callum Wilson. As we are near half-time, you'd think the ref should just blow it now. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. They're going to show it. So Wilson rouletted on Greenwood. Oh, no contact. He may have just tweaked something. No contact made the injury. After that rule, it might have been the roulette, the movement he had to do. And yeah, we brought off, substituted off. Callum Wilson comes off, and it'll be Jacob Murphy to come on, a right midfielder. Jacob Murphy, so maybe a few position changes. Maybe St. Maximum to go up front, but then he's been so dangerous in a wide area, you probably wouldn't want to move him away from that left-hand side, but he might have to in these times of, you know, uncertainty for Newcastle at the minute, as they are just trying to get in at half-time 1-0 up, and then they can figure out who plays where. Ryan Fraser battling really hard on that Newcastle right. And it will be half-time. And Newcastle go in with a 1-0 lead due to St. Maximum scoring in the 7th minute. Picked up the ball from Sean Longstaff, who'd won it off of a rusty Varane. Then from the left-hand side, he was allowed to cut in on his right into the box. Maguire couldn't stop the shot. Hit the side netting on the right-hand side. That gave Newcastle a very healthy lead, and they've kept hold of it. Most importantly, United have had a few half chances here and there, but nothing to write home about. And so half-time, it is Newcastle United 1, Manchester United 0 on this Monday Night Football. We've had a few technical difficulties in the stream, but we've had a great first half of football, that's for sure. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Yeah, half time. 1-0 Newcastle. I said in the first bit of the stream, I did say I felt a bit of an upset. I did say that. If you want to go back and watch it, because it's probably video now, I did say a bit of an upset maybe. I didn't give a score prediction, but I said there could be a bit of an upset. Oh god, can't believe that happened. Oh, it's my own fault as well. Oh well. Say maximum though. What a goal! What a player! They need to try and keep hold of him, and I think they will. To be honest, with the new takeover, they're going to improve the squad massively, and he'll be even when they improve the squad quite drastically, he'll still be one of the best players anyway. And he just brings something different. He's just so majestic on the ball. He's so unpredictable on the ball. He's everything you want in a winger. Say maximum, and Newcastle are very, very lucky to have him. No French call up though for him yet. I don't think he's quite at that level, and I think he may have missed that boat to maybe get a French appearance, even though he's been 24. But he has scored 3 goals previously this season. He scored in the 1-1 draw, he scored in a 2-2 draw, and he scored in a 3-3 draw. Could this break the pattern? Could this now go on to be a 2-3-0 Newcastle win, or will he score in another draw this season for Newcastle? They picked up a lot of draws this season, Newcastle. They picked up 7 draws. Newcastle United. Like I said, I just want to rumour off some of the names that could be joining Newcastle in January or even the summer. Beyond that, Gini Wijnaldum, Nicolas Pepe from Arsenal, Nathan Ake from City, Dean Henderson, Jesse Lingard as well, not in the squad tonight for Manchester United, but he's been rumoured as well. Wesley Fofana from Leicester and Ramsey as well from Juventus, who could be seeing his way back into English football. Change the second half as well, because I will forget. Second half, there we go. Well, what an upset this would be if United lose this match. What an upset. An upset I'd love to see. I must admit, I'd love to see an upset. I think that'd be interesting just to see the reaction of the United fans. That's actually, should we see what Mark Goldbridge is saying on Twitter? I'd love to see what he's saying on Twitter, if he's saying anything. By the way, for this commentary, which I'm annoyed that it's already gone the way it has in terms of what happened with the stream, the darts that happened during that Gerwin Price nearly just got knocked out. Just won 4-3 in sets. The last set went to like a set decider. I think it must have ended like 7-5. But say maximum did put United 1-0 down. Or up. Newcastle United, Manchester United. Newcastle 1-0 up. But yeah, let's see if Goldbridge is saying anything, because I'm always seeing him tweet. Saw him tweet something yesterday about City being boring. So, okay, mate. So, okay. Oh, here we go. Here's his first one. Where is the press? Where is the intensity? Where is the shape? These players are not up to it. So now it's the players' fault. Now Solskjaer's gone. They brought in someone new who's not even managed in the Premier League before, or really at any top level, really. Not for a long time anyway. Now it's the players the problem. Okay. Interesting. But Carragher has tweeted he's very impressed with Joe Linton in central midfield. I keep putting him up front thinking he's playing up front, but he's not. He's playing in central midfield. And he's just something absolutely mental. Like, how can you go from underperforming as a striker to then being like reinvented into a fantastic midfielder? Because Newcastle were playing a 4-5-1. If you look at the lineup on the left, you just see Joe Linton just drop into like the midfield. So it's a 4-5-1. That'll change now though, because Wilson's come off of Murphy. Wilson picking up an injury. Goldbridge has also said, "Shame we can't make 5 subs at half time." It is a shame. It really is a shame. Like, they have been very poor though. Minimal big chances, if any. There's no real like. I don't even know. Can you see style of play from United? No. I just don't see any difference. I just don't see these players actually having any chemistry. And I think that's the difference between Manchester United and Manchester City and Liverpool, and you could even say Chelsea. Their team is built off individuals, and I don't care what anyone says. They just put 11 of their best players on the pitch and just put them together and look for a system and hope they can kind of figure it out themselves. You know, it's like you bring in Ronaldo, you've got to play Ronaldo. I'm not saying Ronaldo's the problem. I'm not saying that at all, because he's the only reason they're doing well this season, really. He scored a majority of the goals, which you would expect from Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's like Rashford and Greenwood, they've come from the academy. They haven't bought them. You know, they've got great talent, but they clearly don't work under Rangnick at the minute, especially this game. I've not seen Rashford really do anything that well. He's gotten the ball a few times, but not done anything special. Greenwood's been okay. And then Fernandes, you've got to play Fernandes as well. Fred and McTominay just look like the cheapskates, just like the easy ones to put in. And they've not really got anyone else to play in that position, so they're screaming for a midfielder. It's like City built, yes, they have unbelievable individuals, and I'm not saying that they're not great individuals. They're great players, but I'm saying they work as a cohesive team. Same as Liverpool, they work as a cohesive team, have fantastic individuals, but those individuals I don't think would be playing as well as they are if they weren't in that team and play the way they do. If you put Salah in this United team, he could struggle because he's not getting the service he would normally get if he was to play in the Liverpool system. So they've got to do something, United, because whatever they're doing is not working. Because if they lose this is so embarrassing, I'm not even bothered. If they lose to Newcastle, that is bad. And that goes without saying, but that is poor. It really is. Second half will be getting underway in just a few minutes' time. Obviously, we had 4 minutes added on time, so the interval will go on won't start at after 15 minutes. If you know what I mean. Let's hope some more goals. I mean, yes, I'd love a Newcastle 1-0 win just to see the United fans cry on social media, but you know, I would take like a 3-3 draw or something mental like that. That would be fantastic. Alan Shearer said that's a bloody good 45 minutes, lads. Only 45 to go. True, they've been very good. And Gary, obviously, I've got Sky on now, but I can't hear what they're saying because I don't want to get copyrighted. But Gary Neville just said during half time, Gary Neville and Man United players, they're a bunch of whinge bags. I'm from around Manchester. That is the most mank saying ever, whinge bags. But yeah, like Fernandes, he doesn't stop. He doesn't stop whining. Ronaldo bad for it as well. Obviously, he has such high expectations for himself and his players, but Fernandes is awful for it. But apparently, Gary Neville's just gone on a bit of a rant that I've missed. I have to hear have to hear it later on, possibly. But this second half needs to get on the way. Come on, I want to see what happens. I think Manchester United, if they don't sort their ideas out, which they did do a lot last season. They did sort their ideas out in the second half. Usually when they were behind, they did come back to strike and win games from behind. But this just feels a bit different. You know, that was under Solskjaer. And, you know, you can talk about Solskjaer all you want in a negative way. But last season, I know it was last season, it's different this season, but last season, when behind, he got results. Will United be able to do that now without him? Will they be able to come out second half now? Not just go in with energy, but you've got to go in with energy and intent and a way of playing. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do come out this second half and do turn it around, or will it be a bit the same in the second half? And we could be seeing Newcastle's second victory of the season against Manchester United, which will be great for a neutral, like I said. Second half, we'll just be getting on over. We're getting started in a minute. I feel like this is the longest 15 minutes ever. There we go. We're getting to get underway in a couple of seconds now. Like I said, commentary tomorrow. There will not be any technical difficulties. Fingers crossed. Southampton versus Tottenham. What a goal save maximum. Even off balance, he was able to direct it in. Crowd goes wild. But now, after half-time, they are now showing all the United players in moments of rage, or what you would call whinging, which is quite funny. Like I said, they just don't look like a team, and it's funny how a lot of United fans now are seeing the idea of maybe it wasn't Solskjaer. I'm not saying for 1 second Solskjaer was good enough to be manager of Man United. I don't think he should ever have had the job for as long as he did anyway. I think they always need that step forward, that step up, like a Pochettino, Zidane, that kind of manager. I'm not saying them, just that kind of direction. But I think it's starting to come out now that it may have been the players. Maybe. I'm not saying it is, because they could come around now and turn this around and win like 4-1. But you never know. There's definitely going to be one change for Manchester United, that's for sure. That's Jadon Sancho, who's fully stripped off and ready to come on. Cavani's also getting some instructions. But he's not stripped off yet completely, so he might be coming on a bit later on. Or is he? No, he's ready. He's taking off the jumper and the bib. Double change for United. Jadon Sancho coming on for Manchester United. Let's have a look who will be making way. Fred is going to be replaced by Jadon Sancho, and Greenwood off for Cavani. I would have brought off Rashford, but he's kept Rashford on, and Greenwood has been replaced by Edinson Cavani. Only the 4th appearance now for Cavani. He's been struggling with a few knocks during the season. He's yet to score this season, but what a time it would be now as United get back underway. With Newcastle kicking left to right, Manchester United right to left. Falls to Fernandes in midfield. Pokes over towards Rashford. Laid back into McTominay in the United half. Plays it through towards Ronaldo. Works back to Rashford. Lays it off into Varane. Over to Maguire. And Manchester United start the second half with the ball. They look to turn around this deficit of 1 goal. Scored by St. Maximin, who looks like he will be going up front now for the second half, as Callum Wilson was brought off with an injury and Jacob Murphy replaced him, who is usually a winger. Here's Rashford on the left in the final third. Tackled by Emil Kraft. The scrap ball does fall to Fernandes. Great switch out to Dalot. Lays it into McTominay. Finds Sancho. Looks for a 1-2. Loses out to Jacob Murphy on the left. And he plays down the line to St. Maximin, who's got Varane here for pace. Slows it down. He's going to try and take on Varane. He's on his own, St. Maximin. He's got to do it on his own. Catches it with his own feet. Can't get it out of his own feet. Fernandes comes back to help defend. Clears it, looking for Rashford, can't find the Englishman. Newcastle have it back, and they're on the attack again. Longstaff, ball inside, it's a clever ball. Someone should have really read that pass. McTominay was able to intercept and clear. But United on the ropes again. St. Maximin causing all sorts of issues. Unfortunately, got the ball stuck under his own feet. But on the counter, he could be seriously dangerous tonight. In front of this packed 50,000 capacity St. James's Park, 8th largest stadium in English football. Emil Kraft throws it into Fraser, back into Kraft through the legs of Fernandes. Fraser 1-2 with Kraft, gets beyond McTominay, what a goal this will be. Kraft all the way through, St. Maximin, what a save. De Gea cleared by Sancho. Oh, that would have been a fantastic goal. St. Maximin didn't really divert the ball towards goal in terms of like an attempted shot. It kind of just bounced off him, and Fernandes and De Gea was able just to parry the ball away. I wouldn't say it's a great save. You'd expect him to make it. It was quite close to the Spaniard, but St. Maximin just was able to adjust his body and actually divert a shot instead of it just bouncing off of him. We could have been seeing Newcastle double their lead. Manchester United survive just about. Fernandes through the line towards Sancho. Poor touch, won by Joe Linton. Tries to play it towards Jacob Murphy, loses out. It's now McTominay in the midfield. In the Newcastle half, plays it over towards Alex Telles. Back into McTominay. Across to Rafael Varane. Fernandes just about works it to Ronaldo. First time ball out wide. And back into Fernandes by Dalot. Cross to McTominay. As Newcastle got defending to do. Rashford. It's now Maguire. Looking for the options. Varane sees a ball out wide. Lifts it to Dalot. Brings it down. Into Fernandes. First time across. Dangerous towards Cavani. Lets it run across his body and will keep it in towards the corner flag. And he plays it back to Telles. About Cavani and Ronaldo up front. They haven't played together since Tottenham away, where they saved Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's job by a week with a 3-0 win against Tottenham, which got Nuno Espirito Santo sacked. Rashford, he will strike from far and he will get some wicked movement on it. And it's been able to be parried over the top by Dubravka, who had to be sure of that. Great technique there from Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side, around 25 yards away from goal. Dipped, bit of swerve, and Dubravka was able to get a strong hand to it and dip it over the crossbar. Was not taking any risks with that. Martin Dubravka not allowing Marcus Rashford to score his 5th goal in 8 against Newcastle. Ball goes in. Fall to Maguire on the edge of the box. Now back to Sancho. Dalot swings it back out towards the corner taker. Telles misses him completely, and Fraser will let it go for a throw-in for Newcastle United. Gunshot chance again. Really well worked between Fraser and Kraft on that right-hand side. Way too easy. Got the cross in. Like I said, just kind of bounced off the leg of St. Maximin straight towards De Gea, who could get down sharply to stop the ball from going in. But like I said, didn't get much power on it in the end. St. Maximin put in at pace by Emil Kraft. So close for Manchester United to go 2-0 behind. Rashford with the throw-in. Throws it to McTominay. Maguire. Across he goes to Varane. Maguire, who was sent off in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's last game against Watford away. Just pings out a beautiful ball to Dalot on the right. Can't take on Manquillo. Clears it down the line towards Joe Linton. Will meet McTominay and will foul the Scotsman. Caught late there apparently, according to Craig Pawson. Fernandes has a free kick on the right hand side. No chance of shooting, but it's a good angle for a cross. He'll take it quickly to Dalot, who's got a better angle for a cross, but the referee pulls it back and he wants it retaken. The referee was not ready for play to continue. After back-to-back home games for Newcastle now, they'll go on to play back-to-back away games against Everton and Southampton. Then the next home game is against Watford, so fixtures they can pick up points possibly. Telles swings a ball in. Oh, it's a great ball. Got the height and everything. Maguire helps it on. Lascelles heads away. Solidifies Ronaldo on the edge, who decides to shoot. It's always curling away from goal. Goal kick for Newcastle. Stays 1-0. Ralph Rangnick has gone for the two experienced players up front. Not quite worked yet in the opening 6.5 minutes of them being on the pitch together. Edinson Cavani and Ronaldo. Edinson Cavani looking for a move away. Signed a new contract before Ronaldo came, expecting him to be the front man again for this season, but Ronaldo came knocking, and he's been limited game time now for Edinson and Cavani. Barcelona have been interested in the striker apparently, and they could probably do with someone like Edinson Cavani. Barcelona at this current moment in time, to maybe play alongside Ferran Torres, who looks like his move's gone through to Barcelona for the January transfer window. Cavani chests it to Sancho, nods it across to McTominay, tries to play it across to Tellez, and it does get to the Brazilian. Rashford on the halfway now, on the left-hand side, one-on-one Kraft, gets it beyond him, finds Ronaldo, who helps on towards Tellez, and the advantage is being pulled back for Manchester United. As there was a foul in the build-up, and nothing came from the ball through by Ronaldo. McTominay, he's playing in that midfield with Fernandes. Varane on the halfway, just about shifting out of his feet and getting it away to Maguire, despite being pressed by Jacob Murphy. Maguire sees space out for Sancho, brings it down on the right towards the byline, works across. It's an awful cross. It's a goal kick for Newcastle. It's not good enough, that, from the number 25, Jadon Sancho. With the 2 goals this season, one in the Premier League, and that was one of Michael Carrick's games in charge against Chelsea away in that 1-1 draw. Dropped for the bench for this one, Jadon Sancho, despite having 5 starts in a row before today. The boy who grew up in South London. Fun with Manchester City's academy before joining Borussia Dortmund, where he really made a global name for himself, Jadon Sancho. Dubravka with the goal kick. Up towards Joelinton, won by McTominay, falls to Cavani. Works towards Tellez, 50-50 on there between him and Fraser, and just about gets there ahead of Ryan Fraser, Alex Tellez. As Maguire's being forced back to De Gea. Fraser will keep chase, putting De Gea under pressure. Now to Varane. St. Maximum also causing the press. Newcastle fans are loving this press. Varane getting put under pressure. Has to clear it off for St. Maximum for a throw for United. Right towards their corner flag. The Newcastle fans are really backing everything Newcastle do. They're getting under, the wings of Eddie Howe. And they're like, take me with you. We are backing you all the way. Cavani chests it into Dalot, who took the throw in the corner flag. Cleared away. Up towards Manquillo. Now Murphy. Newcastle back in possession. Lascelles through to Joelinton. Just about shifts it towards Shelvey on the halfway. Dinks it out towards Kraft on the right. Great ball by John Joe Shelvey. He's got Longstaff in support inside. Tries to find him. Just behind him. McTominay can set Rashford away. Good tackle from Fabian Schär. Falls to McTominay, the afters. Ronaldo into Fernandes. United keep it. Fernandes looks for Sancho. What a ball to him on the right-hand side. He's one-on-one with Manquillo. Lays it into Edinson Cavani. Miss hit from the Uruguayan. Wide it goes. Big chance and he knows it. He gives the thumbs up to Sancho, who found Cavani in the box. Brought down the Fernandes pass beautifully. One-on-one with Manquillo. Went on the outside. Pulled it into Cavani, who was free from around 12 yards out. But he miscued the shot massively. Kicked it off his right onto his left and wide it went. Dubravka had the shot covered anyway, even if it was on target, but should have done better with it. The former PSG striker. It's now Maguire for Manchester United as they have the ball back. Over the top ball. I don't even know who he's looking for. That is a woeful pass. The only good thing about that is that he didn't go for a goal kick. He went for a throw in the corner flag. So there's a chance now for United to box in Newcastle. It'll be Manquillo, the Spaniard, to take. Did miss the Manchester City game, Manquillo, with illness, not COVID. He's back in today and he's had a great game at left back so far. As Jacob Murphy intercepts United pass. Does he have the pace on Maguire? Not about, but Maguire had a good head start and nearly lost it to Murphy. Tellez shifts it past Fraser. But asking a lot of it there and offers. Oh, they've got it mixed up there, Fraser. And Longstaff's got caught heavily there by Ronaldo. It's going to be a yellow card. Shelvey's saying no, that should be a red. VAR will check it. He's gone right into the 5'4" Scotsman. Let's have a look at this again. Now, what happened there? So Tellez asked a lot of himself there. Longstaff got it, and then Longstaff left it for Fraser. Fraser left it for Longstaff. Fraser's then gone back to recover the ball that was kind of in no man's land. He's been caught there by Ronaldo, who's rushing for it. Oh, that's dangerous play. It really is. And I'm not saying it's a red card. It probably is a yellow, but that is dangerous from Ronaldo. That's pure frustration. It's 4th booking of the season. We know he has that in him. Because I don't think it will be a red card. But that was dangerous from Ronaldo. And he has to be careful. He'll get away with just the booking. Like I said, I don't think it was a red. But maybe if he'd caught Fraser with that flying kick for the ball he did, we could be seeing a different story. But only a yellow for Ronaldo. A high line from United. Shelvey will try and get this in behind for Newcastle to try and double their lead. Shelvey's over it. Plays down the line for Fraser for a better angle. Who will then cross it out of play. That was really poor from Ryan Fraser. He knows that. He knows he can do better than that. Ryan Fraser. United playing out from the back with Tellez. Down the line to Rashford. Lays it back into the Brazilian. Goes across to Fernandes. Still in the United half. They break through into the Newcastle half of a pass forward to absolutely nobody. Fabian Schär picks it up for Newcastle. Down the line it goes. McTominay intercepts. It goes into Fernandes. If he lost the ball last time, he's going to go for another ball in behind. Too much on it, and Bruno Fernandes loses it again for Manchester United. This is a great chance for Newcastle to pick up 3 points. They've been the better team. United have been really bad. They need to try and exploit this if they can. And a clean sheet would be nice, because the only other clean sheet they have got was in that 1-0 win against Burnley, the only other win they've got this season. In the other 7 draws, and none of them have been 0-0. St. Maximum has it now. Gets beyond Fernandes and gets it beyond Dalot. Slips. And it's poked away by Dalot. But St. Maximum is a dangerous player. You've got to love watching him. Newcastle fan or not, he's absolutely fantastic. Making his 70th Premier League appearance today, St. Maximum. It's his 10th goal, so he's averaging a goal every 7 games for Newcastle in the Premier League. Dalot helps it away from the Newcastle throw-in. So Lascelles helps it back forward. Varane has to deal with it. He heads away. Up towards Ronaldo, brings it down, bowling as far as Joe Linton, who picks it up. What a player he's been today, Joe Linton. And Lascelles brings it forward. Works out wide to Jacob Murphy on the left, who just about keeps it in. Joe Linton, pressured by Cavani. Gets it away from the Uruguayan. Tripped by Sancho. Helped away by Murphy. And they are adamant that came off a United man last, but according to the referee, it didn't. And United have the throw-in. With Cavani now on it. Joe Linton tries to win it back. It's been moved away, and Joe Linton has landed awkwardly, and he stayed down. Maguire moves it to Rashford. Tellez is making a run. Uses it as a decoy to create more space. Rashford, oh! He's tried to cross it. He's kicked it out of play. I think he's kicked it off his planted foot that he was putting down. Toe poked it off his right foot. Rangnick will be absolutely furious as Darren Fletcher's part of the coaching staff now on the bench, the technical director. But will be a goal kick for Newcastle. See if Joe Linton gets back up on his feet. Joe Linton is back on his feet. It's been worked to the Newcastle left. Jadon Sancho tries to come out of it. Bounces out to Fernandes in the end, and it's a throw-in as it deflects off, I think, Joe Linton last. Throw-in taken quickly by Ronaldo to McTominay. Asks of a handball there from the Scotsman, but the referee says no. Rashford, I think, is lucky to be on the pitch. Greenwood was on, who was hooked at half-time. For Edinson Cavani. Fernandes works to the halfway line out to Rafael Varane, who made his Champions League debut at the age of 18 under Jose Mourinho. So he's been playing at the top level for 10 years now, Rafael Varane. McTominay. Now Dalot again has a lot of room on the right-hand side, which the Ragnick system does allow for. Lascelles intercepts, falls to Murphy on the edge, tries to poke it away, all as far as Dalot. It's now Fernandez, chips the ball into the box. Ronaldo made a run, but it was too late in the end. And Shelvey heads away to Joe Linton, breaks on here. It's only Joe Linton and St. Maximum up there. It's a 4v. It's a 2v4 here. Fraser's making a run down the right, and he finds him. Fraser in the box. What a run this is. Looks for the shot, and De Gea saves. Falls back towards Fraser, who's been brought down by Fernandez. No penalty by the referee. Some asks from the players, definitely from the fans. Fraser with a bursting run. I thought it was just Joe Linton and St. Maximum up there, but then Fraser came bursting down the right. But Rashford does it now. Entering the right-hand side of the pitch for United, on the edge. Will he get a shot away from long range? He works himself into the box, slips as he shoots. But the shot was deflected out for a throw-in on the right-hand side. Was that a foul from Bruno Fernandes on Fraser? I don't think it was. Well, it's definitely not given anyway. Joe Linton burst away, held it up, saw Fraser, got the ball through Maguire and Tellez. Shot, good save by De Gea on his near post. A bit soft for me. The ball comes across him, he lets it oh, but he has caught him. There's a shout for a penalty. Definitely, the ball came across, Fernandez has tripped him up, took him down. Definitely argue that's a penalty, but not given. Sancho has it now for Manchester United. Tellez. Across to Maguire, as United still look for a goal. Bruno Fernandes. Dalot. 1-2 Fernandes down the line. Tries to work across. Blocked off by Joe Linton. What a player. The Newcastle fans are loving this performance. And Joe Linton gets blocked off by Dalot. And he wins a free kick for his team in the left-back area. Joe Linton, take a bow. Midfielder. That's what he has always been. How did Bruce not see this? What a player he's been today. Joe Linton. Seriously. He's had 13 starts now this season across the front three and the midfield. £40 million signing he was, but wow. To be fair, the most games he played under a coach was Steve Bruce. He played 89 times under Bruce, most under any other manager he's played for. 99th appearance for Newcastle, so he will be making appearance number 100 against Everton away if he is fit and healthy for that game. Forced to Manquillo. He's going to look down the left. Murphy pokes it back in towards Joe Linton. Out strengthens Cavani and finds St. Maximum. Great play. St. Maximum chops him back onto his left. This is so good. And he shoots. Oh, good save by De Gea as he gets low to his left. Fraser blocks the Tellez clearance. And it's there to be won. And De Gea has to punch out for a throw-in. Oh, it's been given as a foul on De Gea as Fraser went into him. Oh, Fraser's getting booked. Are you joking me? How's that a booking? That's an awful decision, that. Play continues with Rashford. Can he get beyond Emil Kraft? No, he won't, because he'll pull him back. That'll be a booking. I think the one booked might have actually been Fernandes for a foul before. So Fernandes will miss United's next game against Burnley. So Emil Kraft now in the book as well for cynically pulling down Marcus Rashford. Emil Kraft did play all minutes against United last season, despite not being a regular, as he clears it to Fraser. Great play from Emil Kraft to win it back. Shelvey into St. Maximum, back to goal, brings Joe Linton into play, gets it away from Sancho, and finds Murphy on the left. He's got the overlap of Manquillo, finds him, a little bit behind him, does keep it for Newcastle, and goes back to Murphy. Right foot, ball all the way across, just past the post. Oh, and Jacob Murphy knows it. He knows that was close. What an in-swinging ball in. If St. Maximum if that was maybe Wilson who had a bit more of a striker's instinct, he would have absolutely latched onto that. But this game is there to be won for Newcastle. They played okay against Liverpool away 2 games ago. They really did. The defence let them down, but today the defence have been on it. They've got the crowd behind them absolutely, completely. I'm just watching the video. I don't even need to hear them, just seeing them. Every little thing they do, they're applauding and cheering. Lascelles wins the header there, the captain. Tellez bumps right into Fraser, but plays allowed continues. Longstaff brings it away. It's now St. Maximum. Gets past Maguire and get clipped. I think Maguire's already on a booking, isn't he? I'm not sure. I don't think he is. Maguire will get booked. He's just got absolutely skimmed by St. Maximin. Yeah, just a booking for Harry Maguire. He's now on thin ice. St. Maximin stood him up, got it through his legs, and got taken out by Maguire. He is such a shocking defender. He's so bad at defending. Maguire is awful. Oh my days. Someone has to say it. I know you won't hear it in on commentaries on Sky and BT and all that because he's English. Protect him. He's £80 million. He can't defend. He can't defend. Oh, as Fraser stayed down as he had a bit of a collision with Tellez before that move. Yeah, got clattered right into. Hopefully he'll be okay because Fraser's been very good today with his energy down the Newcastle right hand side with Emil Kraft. So there will be a stop in play while Fraser gets treatment, and Newcastle can set up for the free kick they've got in an advanced position on the right-hand side. So Fraser's going to be taken off to the side, but I think he'll be okay to continue. 20 minutes to go, just over 20 minutes to go. Shelvey right on the right-hand side. He's got a position here to put a beautiful cross in. We know he can do it, John Joe Shelvey. Here we go, crossing. Got the height, it's got everything. It's a great ball as well. Cavani's the one who wins the header, still in the air. Joe Linton tries to bring it down. McTominay allows it to bounce. Lascelles with the header, cleared by Cavani. Towards the halfway line now with Emil Kraft. Tries to head it forward. And it is by Longstaff. Helped on towards Joe Linton. Varane wins it. Clattered into by Joe Linton. Foul and a free kick given. Joe Linton not happy with that decision. And he's been booked, I think, with dissent there. Craig Pawson not taking any words from the players there. Joe Linton booked. Watch him be banned now for the next... Oh, he's on fourth book. I was going to say, after just saying he'll pick up his 100th appearance for Newcastle in the next game and he goes and gets suspended for it. It'd be my luck, that, but just the fourth booking this season. He's one away for a suspension. Fraser's back on and stops Sancho in his tracks, and he throws it back quickly to Maguire. Maybe him and his brother's got switched up in the leagues. His brother does play for Chesterfield in the National League. He's centre back as well. I think his brother plays in goal in the lower divisions as well of English football. And here's Maguire through to Fernandes. Ball out wide to Dalot. He's done that many times, Fernandes, tonight. Dalot pulls it across to Cavani. Great block, back to Cavani, and it's in. The substitute Edinson Cavani scores for Manchester United. They've been absolutely awful tonight, Manchester United. But through persistence, they've got their goal. Maguire started the move with a simple ball through to Fernandes. He then got the play out wide to Dalot. Great curling ball. Took one touch, pulled it across. Cavani on the penalty spot. First shot blocked. Second shot aimed towards that far right corner. No one could get in the way of it the second time around. Trickles into that corner and Cavani scores again. And United have an undeserved equaliser, but an equaliser nonetheless. You can't take that away from them. Through the legs it went over Lascelles. That is so unfortunate. Cavani's absolutely delighted, passionate celebration. But St. Maximum's away, straight from kickoff. On the edge of the box, he shoots. Saved by De Gea. 1-1. Straight from kickoff, St. Maximum was away. He was gone. McTominay. On the halfway, progresses into the Newcastle half. Is that United now with their tails up, looking for a second? Dalot to Varane. Hopefully that does knock the confidence of the Newcastle players because they've been absolutely superb tonight. Dalot just about gets it shifted back towards Maguire. He's getting pressed there by Joe Linton, leaving the pass late, but he got it away in the end. Maguire, ball through towards Cavani. He's never going to bring that one down, Cavani. headed away by Newcastle. Ended up being a recycled clearance for United to restart again with Varane, who has to just run back to his own half to collect the ball to restart for Manchester United. Ball lifted over the top of Fernandes. Oh, heads it across towards Cavani. Well dealt with by Fabian Schär. It'll be a throw in here for Manchester United. Oh, it's a Newcastle throw in instead. Tellez, let it go. Tellez let it go thinking it came off a Newcastle player last, and he was wrong. Can Newcastle get another goal? They definitely deserve the victory. I don't think that's going to be denied by anyone. Maybe the most deluded United fans may, but they've been fantastic. Fabian Schär has it. Gets it across to Manquillo for Newcastle. It's now Lascelles, was made Newcastle captain under Rafa Benitez when he was at Newcastle. Dubravka clears up towards Murphy, chests it down for Longstaff. Tackled by McTominay, that's a Newcastle ball. That is Newcastle ball, did come off McTominay last. Final Newcastle change, 21 will be coming off, and that is Ryan Fraser, who's absolutely worked his socks off today, the former Bournemouth man, who's now reunited with Eddie Howe. He'll be replaced by Miguel Almiron. I think he's a fantastic player, the Paraguayan. Not yet scored or assisted this season, or he's not even played a full 90 minutes since he played United at Old Trafford. But he has definitely got the talent and the skill to cause this United defence troubles. Joe Linton works it towards Murphy. Touches out for a throw in though for Manchester United. Miguel Almiron hasn't even scored in the Premier League since the 6th of January 2021 when they beat Southampton 3-2 and he scored a brace that day. Rashford though plays it through the gap to Tellez. Crosses it first time over towards Cavani! Lascelles off the line. Oh, close for Manchester United. Sancho brings it down and keeps it alive, but dribbles it out for a throw in for Newcastle. Very, very close for Cavani to get the double. Tellez, great ball across. Lascelles didn't deal with it, neither did Dubravka. Allowed Cavani to get the shot away, and that is when Lascelles dealt with it with a clearance off of the line. But United will restart again with Bruno Fernandes dropping deeper for the ball to start the attack like he did for the goal. Maguire curls the ball out wide towards Tellez. He's made a bombarding run forward, and he gets across, blocked by Kraft, cleared by Almiron. Fall back to Maguire. Dalot back to Varane. It's now United, Manchester United, in control of this game. But you still feel on the counter attack. Newcastle are dangerous, and they could be on the counter here as a pass was intercepted, but Newcastle couldn't keep it for long. Fernandes, Tellez. It's now with Varane again. Maguire, that same ball, but this time to Rashford. Touches it, and he invites Almiron to tackle. Kraft helps it down the line. And now a switch is on to Murphy. What a ball that is. Good touch as well from Murphy to keep it in his path. 1-on-1 with Dalot down the left. He's got support coming. He's going to try and go the long way round. And he gets a cross in. It's well held though by De Gea. Good strong hands, and he rolls it out quickly to Fernandes. As he looks for a long ball over the top. Rashford could be in. Well dealt with by Emil Kraft. And Almiron gets there ahead of Cavani. And Fabian Schär has it. Joe Linton. Oh, 1-2. Fabian Schär's going to keep going. St. Maximum now. Across it goes to Sean Longstaff. Oh, just ahead of him. And now Scott McTominay's down. And he's going to be replaced, so that might have been an issue that was already around for McTominay. Matic will be replacing Scott McTominay. Yeah, he's hobbling off now, McTominay. He's had a decent second half, to be fair. Being left by Fred, who was pulled at half-time. Sort that out. There we go. So Matic is on for McTominay, so like-for-like change. Nemanja Matic on. He's got a contract at United till 2023. He's already demanding the ball. Nemanja Matic can't be disrespected. The Serbian's got 3 Premier League titles in his time. Has played against Newcastle, home and away, when he was at Benfica in the 2012-2013 season when they progressed past Newcastle in the quarter-final stages of the Europa League. They went on to the final to then get beat by Chelsea in the last minute with an Ivanovic header. Sancho, heavy ball, out it goes. Newcastle goal kick. And they've got just over 10 minutes plus added on time to try and nick a winner, which they would deserve. Let's not get that twisted. Warm round of applause from the Newcastle fans. Not sure why. Maguire heads away. Joe Linton says, I'll have that. But then straight to Maguire, though. Rashford now being played forward. Gets beyond Shelvey. Works it to Ronaldo. This could be dangerous for Manchester United. Ronaldo pokes it into Rashford on the right. Byline. Tries a pullback. Cleared by Emil Kraft. And it'll be a throw-in for Manchester United on the right-hand side. Fernandes staying deep to collect the ball and keep it moving with his, magician-like passes and thoughts. Dalot. Back it goes to Varane. Newcastle starting to tire now. Matic. In the Manchester United half, it's now with Harry Maguire. Fernandes chips it in towards Ronaldo. Chests it down, onside. Lays it now into Sancho. 1-2 with Ronaldo. Sancho gets in behind here. Works across towards the near post all the way across. Can't be helped in by Edinson Cavani and no one else is in the box to help it in. Almiron clears. Up to say Maximum, who brings it down. What a touch. Oh, and then he pulls up. Harry Maguire takes it away and they'll keep going. He feeds it into Ronaldo on the edge. Does he fancy a shot? Stops it on the edge. Left foot. Plays it back. Fernandes chips it over the top for Sancho. Is he onside? He brings it down. Tackled by Manquillo. Cleared away by Manquillo. And then the flag's up on Jadon Sancho. Newcastle players are now starting to really tire and say Maximum's down. That is not what you want to see from a Newcastle point of view. Got away from Varane as he brought it down, and then his Maguire was there to take it away. He just pulled up. And not even just for the meaning of this game in terms of needing St. Maximum on. It's for the season, if he's out for even a couple of weeks, if he misses 3 or 4 games, he's a big miss, especially with Callum Wilson also being brought off in this game with an injury in the first half. 2 of their main players, you could say. Well, you could definitely say. Be nice to see a win for Newcastle tonight. Definitely, 100%. You feel like under Eddie Howe, they are starting to, change and play some good, better football. The fans are clearly behind it. Like I said, against Liverpool, they didn't play too badly. Just didn't really take any major chances. Obviously against Manchester City they were poor, but then against tonight they should be winning this game. They were very unlucky with the goal. Edinson Cavani's shot went right through the legs, unfortunately, of Jamal Lascelles. The St. Maximum is having to be brought off. I'm not sure if Newcastle have another change left. Wilson was brought off. Ryan Fraser was also brought off. So they might have another change left here. Newcastle United. Newcastle now have conceded 80 goals in 2021 as he gets a fantastic round of applause from the Newcastle fans. Fred, I just read something about Fred there. Dwight Gale comes on, striker. Could he be the difference for Newcastle? Dwight Gale. Go straight down the tunnel, and Dwight Gale is on. 4th appearance in the Premier League this season. No starts, and that will be the running theme as he doesn't start this one. Is that Alan Shearer in the crowd? Oh, he'll be delighted with this performance, even if the result doesn't come through. I genuinely think they'll stay up. I really do. I believe that ever since Eddie Howe came in. And if they get a win here, it will change their season. I think it'll be a season-changing moment. And here's Dwight Gale getting his first few touches. Longstaff back into Gale. Oh, he's linking the play up here, Dwight Gale. John Joe Shelby, from afar, he shoots it, bounces right in front of De Gea. It's a record break, the 80 goals. Well, that doesn't surprise me, conceding 80 goals in a year. I mean, they really do just have a pretty bog-standard championship defence playing in the Premier League, and that, does hurt you at the end of the day, and it has for them. Not quite last season, because they went on quite a good run last season, Newcastle, and they actually finished 12th, which people do forget. They had a great end to last season, but they were 10 points away from the next place up, which was 11th. But conceding goals has been a problem for them, and they have to change that. And I think in January, and even in the summer, depending on what league they're in, Championship or Premier League, they need to improve that defence. Not just because of the numbers, just because the players they have on the pitch aren't good enough anyway. It's not all about stats, but if you just look at them on paper, they're not good enough for the Premier League. A lot of the defenders in Newcastle. As Murphy has it on the left, can't get past Varane. Very commanding defending from the Frenchman, and gets it away from Manquillo as well. It's now Sancho. Rashford can't play it forward, but just about bounces back to him, then plays it forward to Sancho, through towards Ronaldo. Well intercepted by Fabian Schär, and Newcastle can try and come away with the ball here now with Almiron. Tries a 1-2, Fabian Schär curls it out of play. If you are new, please subscribe and like. We did have a bit of a technical difficulty in the first half where the first stream kind of ended and cut short. So this stream is in 2 parts if you're interested. First, I think 30 so minutes. I think it's the first half an hour of the game is already uploaded on one part, and then the second part is this one, which will be uploaded a bit later on after the game's ended. But 85th minute. It's 1-1. Both teams could definitely take the 3 points here. Another commentary to come in tomorrow. Southampton versus Tottenham at 3 o'clock. Not a late kickoff for once. It's Dwight Gale on the left. Tries to get inside towards Jacob Murphy. Won by Matic. Cleared by Varane, but not very convincingly. Brought down well by Telles. Challenged by Almiron. And he wins the throne for Newcastle. I'm telling you, I feel like this game's on. I said in the first half of the stream, the bit that's separate to this one, I did say I think there'll be an upset here. A draw would be an upset, I think, on its own, but a win would just make it even more special. I think they went so long without a win, it got their spirits down as well. Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's confidence. Defending comes with confidence. A keeper myself, not like a defender, but in net, if you're conceding lots of goals, you're not just going to stop conceding goals. You need to try and find some spirit from somewhere. Eddie Howe's come in. They've all thought, right, new start, new manager. And then, they've been better, but still defensively pretty poor. And then it also comes to the fact that, you say to go on so long without a win. That's, some of them aren't good enough anyway. That's why they're not winning. You talk about spirit and not winning. Winning makes spirit, yeah. But you've got to be good enough to win in the first place. And Newcastle clearly wasn't good enough for that. All bits of the pitch as Murphy nicks it off. Fernandez breaks on. Gale peels wide left. He gets it. Shelby's in on the right. Oh, plays it into Longstaff short. Back out to Murphy. Free on the box on the left. He's not been closed down quick enough. First cross blocked by Matic. Falls back to Murphy. Shoots across goal off the post. Back out to Almiron on the edge. Shoots with the left foot. What a save, De Gea. Oh, my word. What a save, David De Gea. Was that the moment? Almiron's not scored all season. Eddie Howe, his jaw's nearly on the floor. Oh, what a save, David De Gea. That's why he's Manchester United's number one still. First shot off the post from Ramsey. Fell to Almiron. Curls it towards the top left corner. How close do you want to get? Oh, it's agonisingly close. That first one off the post. And then he bends it towards that top corner, Almiron. Great technique. Great leap from De Gea. Strong right hand, and away it goes. Oh, wow. Unbelievable save. But could they score from the corner? 2 arms in the air from Jacob Murphy. It'll be an in-swinging cross. Good ball in. Oh, header won by Matic. Longstaff helps it back in. Shares on side. Tries the overhead kick to keep it in. He's off balance. He kicks out for a goal kick instead. Oh, wow. Almiron so close. What a save, De Gea. Like I said, as a keeper myself, I can watch that all day. That is unbelievable. But it shows Newcastle still have a chance. I don't support either teams, but I'm rooting for Newcastle. Although Newcastle could take the Prem by storm with all the money they have now. That's true. That's conflicting, that. Very conflicting. It's like you want them to do well now because they're struggling so badly, but maybe in a few years you might be like, oh, I wish they didn't do that well because now look at them winning everything. But, it'll be a project, though. I don't think it'll happen straight away for Newcastle, as Joe Linton's won it back. He's so good. Jacob Murphy works out wide to Almiron on the right, enters the box, one-on-one with Maguire. Tries to go around him. He's getting blocked off by Maguire, kept in by Murphy. Left-footed pass into the box towards Joe Linton, took away from his feet by Fernandez. Oh, it's still on here. United are on the ropes. Joe Linton's been absolutely unbelievable, though. Manquillo throws it into the space for Joe Linton. Back into Manquillo on his weak side. Finds Joe Linton again, who works across. Too much on it. Goes all the way through for a United goal kick. Close again. Maguire just about defending, but in a very unnatural way. Just blocked off Almiron. Have to be careful he didn't give away a penalty there, the way he defended that. I think Joe Linton will be getting man of the match here from me for sure, and from Sky as well. Yeah, Joe Linton, man of the match. He's been absolutely unbelievable in that midfield. He's a new man in this midfield, that's for sure. What a player. About to hit the 90th minute. We're going to find out how much he's added on. I'm not sure how much will be added on. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 minutes. 5? With the injuries we've had to the likes of Fraser, who's come off. I say Maximum as well. Header won by Kraft. Fall to Sean Longstaff, who got the assist for the Newcastle goal, but he loses out. Fernandez, this would be heartbreak on another level. 6 minutes added on in this game. Dalot gets forward from right back. Goes back to Varane. First time ball, looking for Cavani out wide, asking too much of the Uruguayan. Goes out for a throw in for Newcastle. In the corner flag on the left. They have a few COVID cases and they're playing us next. And I'm worried if the match gets delayed, they'll have a much stronger team to play as in the season. Have us next. I want to say you're an Everton fan then. I think that's who they've got next is Shelby. Gets the ball and brings it away for Sean Longstaff. He's got support as he gets beyond Ronaldo and goes inside to Murphy. Joe Linton's made room on the left and he'll find the Brazilian. Overlap from Manquillo. Joe Linton will take it on his own. Shot come off the hand of Varane, but I think his hand was quite close to his body. Joe Linton's asking for it. 5 minutes to go. Let's have a look. Joe Linton shoots. His arm's out. That's got to be a penalty. His arm is out in the box. Oh, it's just on the edge. Oh, you lucky boy, Rafa Varane. Oh, my word. Just in the box, just outside the box for Varane. If that's in the box, that is a penalty. All day. That's a penalty. Wow. We do continue. Murphy. Oh, what a run from Manquillo. Just about stopped in the end. Clearance, not as far as Ronaldo, because it's stopped by Longstaff. His share. Long lifted ball. Towards absolutely no one. Goal kick it is. Indeed. Everton next. They've got them away at Goodison Park. I know Everton have had some COVID difficulties themselves. I know their game is being called off due to COVID and injuries as well. Like I said, though, it does look like Wilson might be out for a little bit of time. St. Maximin might be out for a bit of time. So that's 2 misses already that they've got, the 2 best players. But you can really see the Eddie Howe way getting implemented into this Newcastle team. It looks like Fabian Schär's also hobbling now as well. That'll be an interesting game, that. As Maguire gets fouled by Dwight Gale. Maguire plays it across to Varane. Will a team take this late? Matic. Back to Maguire. Out to Fernandes. Sees a ball on into the box for Sancho. It's going to be an easy catch. In the end for Dubravka. He spills it. Jadon Sancho lays it off to Cavani. Lifts it over the keeper. Cleared in the end by Schär. Oh, Dubravka's got away with it. Joe Linton helps it away with a header. What a header. And Jacob Murphy volleys it away. Dwight Gale will give chase against Maguire. Maguire just has to head it out for a throw-in. But Joe Linton, smart header there. Very smart header. I'd hope so. I'll be at the match. Yeah, I think with Everton's form and the discontent between the club and fans at the minute, with Rafa Benitez not really doing great and his previous connections with the Red Side and Merseyside, Newcastle could see that as an area where they could get a win. I remember commentating on that game last season when they played Everton away and they won 2-0. Callum Wilson brace, and they were pretty good that day, Newcastle, and stopped Everton from breaking them down. As a long throwing goes in, headed away by Dalot. Be chased down by Manquillo. It goes all the way back to the halfway line. He's been forced back to Dubravka. Pressed. Oh, he's passed it out. As Manquillo gives the point, getting a book in there. Yeah, Manquillo was the one who played it back to Dubravka. Dubravka played it out for a throw-in, and then Manquillo picked it up and ran away with the ball as Ronaldo and Cavani was chasing him, trying to take it quickly. Dalot, long throw into the box. Matic helps on, falls to Joe Linton. Left-footed clearance. And a bit of breathing space for Newcastle as he's now back with Maguire, 90 seconds left. Maguire. Out to Sancho. Oh, gets beyond Manquillo and Joe Linton. Through towards Cavani, taken out on the edge of the box. But he's offside, Cavani. That could have been a bit of a tense moment, that. That really could have been a bit of a tense moment. United with a free kick around the edge of the box, but as Cavani was fed the ball through by Sancho, he just made his run early. And the right decision's been made. Minute to go. Looks like it will be a draw, but Newcastle United will probably feel like they should have got a win, and I think Manchester United will feel like they're lucky to get the draw. Poor draw for Manchester United. With teams like Arsenal and Tottenham really doing well this season, a top 4 spot could be out of distance come May. Out of play it goes for a throw-in for Manchester United, 30 seconds left. Dalot takes it to Sancho in the Newcastle half. Falls back to Varane. Fernandes. Poor clearance. Picked up by Schär. His head is awful though. Sancho helps it back forward. Intercepted by Kraft. Is there time for another attack? Kraft over towards Manquillo on the left. Can't quite get there. And I think that will be it. We've played the 6 minutes of added on time. Thuram taken quickly down towards Sancho. But there is not enough time for one more attack. Eddie Howe will be disappointed. Rangnick will feel relieved, as Newcastle will probably walk away from the game thinking they should have got all 3 points. Fantastic performance from Eddie Howe's men, showing that they can defend and attack, as there's been a young child pitch invading there, and Lascelles was concerned with the way he was getting dragged away. But St. Maximin got the scoring underway early on, 7 minutes in. Varane lost it, Longstaff picked it off, played it through to St. Maximin, cut in from the left, onto the right, and got away a nice shot into the far right corner. From there, Manchester United struggled massively. Really, really did. Struggled to make chances, but when they did make a big chance with the substitution Cavani, he did put the ball in the back of the net. It just was able to squeeze through the legs of Lascelles in the 71st minute, and that meant Newcastle had the work to do to try and get the game back in their favour. They had chances. They hit the post right near the end with Murphy, and then a top-class save from De Gea from Almiron's shot stopped him from getting his first goal of the season, and it kept it 1-1. And it will be Newcastle United walking away, that the team disappointed with the result. United gets away with it. Newcastle have a great foundation to build on with Eddie Howe, and you can see it coming through now. Will they stay safe? They have got 2 points away from safety, but Burnley, who are 18th ahead of them, have got 4 games in hand on them, and Watford have got 3 games in hand on them, who are in 17th. The closest team to them in terms of games played is Leeds. They played 18, Newcastle 19, and they're 5 points away from them. So it's all to play for now, halfway through the season. And Newcastle really have a foundation to build on now after that fantastic performance. This is why he's not had a job in the Prem. Very, very poor. It's true. It is. I mean, like, it's weird because I get what you mean. I know Rangnick's going to get some stick, right? But I don't think it's the manager. I just don't think any manager could get this team playing well other than a top, and I mean like a Pep, a Klopp. I don't think a Pochettino could come into this team and change results around. I really don't, to be honest. I don't think a Ten Hag from Ajax, I don't think he would. Maybe Zidane, but then again, he's not done it in the Premier League before. I don't think it's... First, we've got to remember, Rangnick's not here for management. He's just been brought in just as a bit of a, just to plug the gaps. You go upstairs next season, that's it. But I don't think it's his fault. I just think United players, they're just too much like individuals, and don't work well as a team. Definitely with the arrival of Ronaldo, I'm not saying it's his fault, but he's got to be, part of the problem. Bang commentary. See you for the first round. Thank you for joining, Emily, and getting involved in the chat. I very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow. 3 o'clock, Southampton Spurs. Hopefully, we won't get the technical difficulties we got in the first half, but we won't, because I know why we got the technical difficulties, and it was my fault. Try to do 2 commentaries in 2 days. Because, I do notes for the games, and I was rushing because I want to do as many as I can over this festive period. But we will not have that tomorrow. Hopefully, a nice, simple playing stream with goals. But yeah, Southampton Spurs tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Be here. The stream will start at 1:45 with a 5-minute countdown. So try and get here for 10-3 if you can. But United sit 7th place. Games in hand on West Ham. So if they win, they would go above West Ham. But Tottenham have a game in hand on them, who are above them. I think Arsenal are quite far above them, where games in hand for United wouldn't even put them above Arsenal. They've got a serious season left now, United, where maybe looking at this Champions League is probably not the right thing. Really focus on the league this season, because getting that 4th spot is not going to be easy. Arsenal looking really good under Arteta. Spurs are unbeaten in 6 games under Conte, which he's took charge in the Premier League. So the battle's on for 4th. It really is, and this is not a place you want to be dropping points. You want to be coming to a place like Newcastle and winning, like Chelsea did earlier on in the season, like City did last week. United come and they drew 1-1. So, yeah, difficult one to judge for Rangnick. We'll see how United do in the season now. They're back underway after... That was their first game as well after a 16-day break after COVID issues as well. So you've got to remember that. Newcastle have got a bit of momentum with playing games. Recently, United haven't, so maybe getting into the swing of things, but can't really have excuses, can we, for that? That was poor from Manchester United. Lucky to run away with a point there, I would say. But like I said, Instagram also, football commentaries is in the description. I post when my next commentary is live if you're interested in that. Like and subscribe before you go. Hopefully see you tomorrow for Southampton versus Spurs at 3 o'clock. But for tonight's game, Newcastle nearly get 3 points against Manchester United. Bailed out late by Cavani. But Eddie Howe, can he keep this Newcastle team up despite injuries now with Wilson or say Maximum? We'll find out. But for Newcastle, it's a good point, but a point that could have been 3.